Okay. I'm so grateful for this. So I'm so happy to have you with me today for Talk Tuesday. So I want to tell you a little bit about what Talk Tuesdays is. A couple years ago, I was applying to college, and you know how they make you write an essay about yourself. So I was like, I'm gonna quote myself. I go to my mom's house, look at all my old journals, and I'm saying the same thing from when I was 10, 14, 24. And I was like, damn, I didn't have an outlet or anybody to go to. So I was like, I ended up putting all of those journal entries into a book. I made a book titled Identity. And since then, that's like 2016, 17, I've been trying to figure out how to make that content available for people our age. Because when I get into self-development, I go to Oprah Super Soul Sunday. I listen to Les Brown. I don't listen to anybody or go to anybody that look like us. So for some while, I tried a Facebook group, and I really didn't like how, like, I would say my friends or people I really know wouldn't interact. I'm like, this is really real, you know? So I was like, no, so let me try to do it in person. I'm in New York looking like a fool. Child, I had a tripod, a camera, my bag, my gym bag, up and down, you know, the subway steps, filming and trying to get it done. And I was like, nah, it's too much. Fuck it. Podcast and get my own mic, do it right here. Boom. Yeah. And I'm already working with you on a play that we're working with together. So I was like, I might as well merge it. Yes. So Robbinwit2bs. Yes, introduce yourself. Let us know who you are, about yourself, all that good stuff.
Yeah, so my name is Robbinwit2bs, like robbing a bank. I got that name in college from this guy named Eugene. Yes. I'm an actor. I've always wanted to act since I was 14 years old. I've been on the stage. Yes. I started in Chicago with a program called Gallery 37. Right now it's called After School Matters. And the mayor's wife at the time, her name was Maggie Daly. She started a program to get inner city youth off of the streets. So if you were an artist, if you were a performer, you had an outlet and you got paid a minimum wage. And we were all 14 years old, so we all thought we were rich. And you had to audition, you had to apply. So you actually had to be talented. So it was it was a revered program. And a lot of people, a lot of talented people came out of that program. So I started in theater with Gallery 37, and we would write our own shows as young people. And then eventually 2 years later, they started a musical theater program. And that's when I realized, when I was 16 years old, that I wanted to do musical theater. So I started to do that. I applied for school in New York. I only applied to 3 schools. I applied to NYU, Marymount Manhattan, and Cornish School of the Arts. And I got accepted into the 2 out of 3 school. I didn't get accepted into NYU because I missed the audition. I knew if I auditioned, I would have got it because I know I'm good. Yeah, so I ended up going to New York in 2006 for my fall semester, and I absolutely fell in love with the theater. My music teacher, Melissa Hart, she was on Broadway. A lot of the people were on Broadway at that school. So we got the firsthand experience, and I felt famous. I wasn't able to return to the school because I couldn't afford to pay for it. So I decided to just stay in New York and audition. And I got a few shows. I didn't get on Broadway, but I was off Broadway.
Yo, that's so cool. Is that how you met Kristen? Because she introduced us. Is that how you met her?
Okay. No, I met her at Bubblegum Shrimp. She was a server. I was a host. I eventually became a server. Yes. But she's she's a part of the Bubba's family. So a lot of us worked at Bubblegum Shrimp in Times Square, and it is a big restaurant. So it's like over 100 employees, maybe like 20 servers or over 20 servers and a whole bunch of hosts, like at least, maybe 75 people are working at one time. So we're a big, huge family. So I met her through Bubba's, and I met her in 2010. Yeah.
And you're still connected to her. She's so cool and down to earth.
She's family. So we're all family from that cluster. Yes. At Bubblegum. We all keep in touch. Whenever somebody comes to Chicago, they'll stay with me or I'll host them and we'll like visit someplace. Yeah, I'm sorry, my dog's barking. We're always connected. We're always connected. So that's how I met Kristen. We call her Manna.
Yeah. I met her at school. We were like we felt like we were older than everybody. We were completing our degrees at the new school. And I originally cast the project on Playbill, which was cool. And I was like, no, I know what I need. Let me reach out to the people I know. Because you know how Issa Rae has, to me, it's a famous quote. She's like, everybody wants to reach up. Like, why don't you work with who's near you? So I just reached out to Kristen and she understood. I was like, I was to the point. Because you know how sometimes you don't want to identify something by race. I said, I need an actress that's Black. She was like, oh, boom, 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 boom. And I was like, oh, she's comfortable. She understands what I'm saying. And it was perfect merge. And it's so happy.
Yes.
I'm so grateful.
And you know what's funny? That's how I've been getting my work. Some things I audition for, but a lot of times people reach out to me and say, hey, Robin, we got this. And I'll read it over. If it looks good, I'm doing it. You know, if it's good, I'm doing it because I want to be a part of good stuff that's has substance to me, because acting for me, especially moving back to Chicago, it's kind of become a job, labor, because over here they don't pay well, so you are struggling. So for me, it's like I rather work a bread and butter job that pays really well and choose the pieces of work that I connect to the most. So it feels good because I don't want to feel like I'm in like a labor, like not a labor of love, but I just don't want to do any and every old thing because some things ain't good.
It's the same thing here. I had to learn that like basically this is my language with God. So whatever is coming to me, I have to work to put it out. So that's why I was like, let me move my projects forward because I always create, but I just never know how to share them. I usually feel stunted by that. Like, oh, like, what do you do in regards to the business of it? I done been through every acting training program, but I've never learned business. So I'm kind of learning it as I'm going with this. I think New York is cool because it's an economy for art, like it's recognized, but at the same time, child, it's the same thing. It's like trying to get in, or it's this idea that public information, right? Like you need a manager and you need an agent, but managers and agents don't want unsolicitation from people that they don't know.
Yes.
So like how you got to figure out how to market and create your own business, your own brand, and your own work. So, child, I'm figuring it out. But I see what you're saying. It is work. It is.
Yeah, it is work, definitely. And over here, it's some pretty big companies, like big companies that pay next to nothing. And I don't want to talk about like money and make it seem like, oh, I'm all about the Benjamins. But at some point, we got to pay our rent. We have to pay our phone bill. Like I literally lost my number on a job because they didn't give us our money right after our contract ended. They're like, oh, we mail it out. I'm like, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. And I literally lost my phone because of it. And I had to get a whole new number. And it was so stressful. And I'm just like, y'all can't be doing. And they ended up changing because of me, because I fought so hard. I'm like, you literally changed my life. Like, I don't know what kind of jobs would have called me or still calling that number because I couldn't pay my bill. And I don't want to blame them for that because of course, you know, it's my responsibility. But sometimes we're on our last dollar and we need that money now.
That's so crazy. You kind of don't learn until you go through it. I used to have this great sense of like question asking, like I'm gonna ask or I need permission. Now it's like as I go through it, I know. Because I remember I was on backstage and a casting director wrote me, I'm like, this email is so unprofessional. How do I even know who this is? We live in the age of the scammer, of the catfish. I'm like, who is really emailing me? But he was requiring me to respond fast if you wanted the job. And also he was like, will you change your hair? We do this. And I'm like, I still don't even know who you are, you know what I mean? And then when I started to ask about how was I going to get paid, and he was breaking it down, like if I was up equity or if I wasn't, I was like, okay, I guess this conversation sounds legit. But it was still like, it's something I'm learning as I go through it. Now I know as Alicia, I don't want that. If I'm working with a casting director, I need to know who they are. If I'm able to present myself professionally with a website and buy my domain, I need to have the same expectation. I can't be so eager or hunger that I'm cutting off my nose in spite of my face.
Yeah.
So now I don't just deal with certain things. It's like life experience for real.
Yes,
for real.
it
like,
is.
You get better every day. So I really feel grateful to even be able to work with you on a project that I wrote. It's an affirmation. You know, when you see somebody and it's like, I feel good. Like I felt good as a kid watching Cosby because Felicia Rashad and they look like me. I feel so good when we workshopping and playing. You like, I understand. I'm like, I know I'm not crazy.
Yeah, nope, you're not crazy at all. You're not crazy at all. So that was my question that was my thing last year. I thought I was crazy. I had to sign up for therapy and everything. I'm like, am I the only one thinking like this? And my therapist had to tell me, no, you're not.
You're not. It's our gift. We got to work it out and you know what I mean, to do what we want. So I'm so happy and I'm so grateful to meet you.
With her on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yes, we got to support our independent artists. And as you know, I'm merging projects presently. So yes, this is still our self-development podcast, but I'm also working on a stage play. So I'll be interviewing all of the cast members and the production side. So enjoy your week. Remember to put yourself first. Find some time for yourself. Find some time to reflect and journal. And we'll be back in 7 days. Thanks so much. See you guys next week.